over here because it's shade. So I told you, bring the shoulder back even with the ball, keeping it even with the ball. Okay. Okay. That felt pretty good when I was doing it. You know, just taking, because when I take that arm straight down, my spine will move my ribs out of the way and give me a path. Back, it looks like this. So I put my shoulder, ball's right here, put my shoulder on the ball, and I go straight to the ball. Trying to do it there, but it'll go, shoulder will so I told you about that. And I was thinking about, I've always taken short game for my long game. I'm struggling. So I got my setup. Just a setup. After I watched your video, put my new grip on. My new grip from Intellectual Golf, whatever the last word is. I can't never remember. My new grip. I really like, and my son really likes. So I took my grip. Now this hand's lower, so I got that little bit of a tilt. And I was like, and I was watching a video. I was going to send you a video earlier, but I was watching the video of that same guy, and he was talking about something about setup. And he had his arms out here, and he said, "I line my forearms up with my shoulders." Well, that makes sense, because this hand's high, this hand's low. Well, and then if I try to, something ain't right, ain't gonna happen. If I try to make it right by moving me. When I do this, right hand low, and I've done it, I've been trying to do it forever, to get, because I got this bent down. This arm is high, so it makes me come over like that. Watch my left arm. And I've been trying to fix that for how long. And I was like, well, that makes sense. Because the only way to have your arm really do where it needs to be is what's coming out of the shoulder. I mean, hey, who would have thought it? Arm's coming on the shoulder. And the forearm is lined up to my shoulder. Put my hand on. Forearm is lined up to my shoulder. Now, I still got a tilt. Can't fix that. I don't want to anymore. But the only way I can swing this golf club that I can think of, the only way I know, and come here and then come back and have my arms do what they're supposed to, is if they're in the shoulder sockets. Okay, we've all heard that before. That makes sense. Well, I mean, what do? You line your forearms with your shoulders when you're coming through. So if I feel like when I swing back, I'm bringing this arm, because this arm starts in front of me a little bit, but it's in the socket, but it's in front of me. You know, see, in front of me. This one, I put my hand on, it's beside me, if I'm playing like I should. So now, that. Now this arm's high a little bit. Okay? Yeah, it creates an inside-out path. Don't worry about that. But when I swing back, and then I come down, they need to go back where they were. Or my arms need to work with my shoulders. And it's not turning and turning. Because when you swing a pendulum, you notice something in my hand. It ain't moving. Pendulum's moving. Okay. I ain't got to do with force or inertia or nothing like that. Here's what's got to do with it. Here's how I used to swing the pendulum. Turn my chest. Turn my chest. That's not how pendulum works. Pendulum is stable. So, my clavicles, and I said I wouldn't get like this, but my shoulders, everything is, if you want to know what a shoulder is, look it up. Your shoulders only attach right here. Right here. That little dip. Together. Ribs. Thorax, whatever you call it. Skull, whatever you want to. That means they're on something stable. Now, I can't swing like this, or like this. And I can't do this. In front of me. Or can I? Get my arms in the socket. This one's a little bit in front. This is beside me. This is what that guy on the comment sent me by him a whole gun. Now I aim that. This is what I aim. All this connects my shoulders, comes down out of the socket. I aim that. But if I come back down, and this arm comes down beside me, like it started, and this one kind of comes in front of me, but not out here, because then your arm will come out of the shoulder socket, down here. This one comes here. This plane got me plane off right there. And it comes down. But what it does is that same thing I was thinking about, putting your shoulder back here, then going there, except it's both hands. Alright. I'll even give you one from down the line. It's got to come. Take your right hand. You ever sitting there with footballs? Notice your arm don't want to go past here. It wants to go. Wants to come across you like that. But hand's a little different. If you're bent over, it's down here, it's still in the socket. Put it back in the socket. Keep it in there. Put it right there. If you're right handed, it's gonna be a little different. Because lots of times there a couple times swung in my hand. But if I put it back, you can hear it. If I put it back, it goes the same place every time. So, got a little bit this way, arc, and if I keep this one and put it back, it lays a little bit behind it, about right there. Back goes my hand. shoulder back beside you pushes you. But this hand's going back to the socket, so it balances itself, I guess. Both hands on it, you got a spot between here and here, which is the middle's right there.